Did you get stomped by Blankspace when you wandered over to White Veil then, or everyone was nice to you by the sounds of things?
No, I actually encountered Blankspace in PvP. We were both streaming.
Who won?
Blankspace, but only by a minute. But we were doing Halls of the Bloodsworn, and I think that's what it's called. That is what it's called, I think. And yeah, it was by a minute. I had joined the match, and he had joined the match, and I was with Martin and 2 of my friends, so we were like a pre-made team of 4. And at first, I didn't really notice he was on the other team, because at the end of the day, it's just red blobs that you're trying to kill. I don't care what their names are. They're Dominion, so I would kill them. And so I was playing, and all of a sudden, I just hear, like, raise your chalice in my chat. And I'm like, what the hell? Why is Blankspace raiding my chat like it's his birthday? Surely he'd want people talking to him. Then, like, the next verse is, like, you're playing against Blankspace. And I was like, oh, my God, like, this is so typical. And, yeah, it was really funny because, like, both sides were having people in the chat. And, yeah, he won, but we did put up a pretty good fight.
So we have a really... I've just turned myself up, by the way, because people are saying I'm too quiet. So let me know if this is too loud. But we have a really important question in the chat straight away from Colfisher, who wants to know, how could you let Blankspace win?
Coy Fisher.
I didn't let Blankspace win. I tried my hardest. If you go, I'll type in the chat now, and if you actually, after the Cosmotronic show, go to my Twitch channel and you'll see the highlight. So I'm just going to say hi now. You'll see the highlight there, and it's like a 17-minute highlight of the PvP match. And you'll see that as an Esper healer, I managed to stay alive for like 5 minutes while Blankspace is just literally bashing on my head, constantly following me around. And I actually said at one point, God, he must be so annoyed because he can't kill me. But obviously, after a while, I run out of power and stuff, and I will eventually die. But yeah, I managed to stay alive for quite a long time. Just it was just a really close match. It was the funnest PvP match I've ever had, and I think Blankspace said the same. So.
And I think, Blank, as I know you're probably out there looking at this at some point, I think we need to form a Cosmotronic team and come and get you. It has been decided. There's just, too much Dominion winning going on here.
Wait a second. Are you actually pulling the Cosmotronic team together, throwing a gauntlet down against Blankspace?
Yep, that'll be the one.
He's a co-host of mine. I kind of feel bad. I tell you what we'll do to make it interesting.
I tell you what we'll do to make it interesting. Blank will set this up. Give us about a week, and we'll do it at, say, level 25. And the losing team. In fact, I'll do this from the Cosmotronic side, and you can match this from your side. The losing team can put 50 quid towards Child's Play.
Oh, okay. Those of you from the Viking Nation who definitely are
someone
here,
go convey those words.
Someone pass those messages on to the Blank and let him know that a gauntlet has just been thrown down for the awesomeness that is Child's Play. Unbelievable. I can't believe you've done that. You have now made it impossible for me. And now I have to decide who I want to donate money.
No, you're on the Cosmotronic side here, Pseudo, I'm afraid.
Oh man, what are you trying to do? Drive a divide between me and my other co-hosts? You're mean.
It's all for charity.
It is
That's
all for
no
charity.
bad thing.
Absolutely. Oh, no bad thing at all. But apparently, there you go. We have got ourselves up, and we will be donating through the Heal Over Time event, which is healovertime.org for those of you who are interested. But yes.
So while
I pick one, I would like for you to sing a song.
Wait, you want me to sing?
I want you to sing a song. I want you to make it up on the fly. I want it to be hold on. I want it to be to the tune of I'm a Little Teapot.
The tune of I'm a Little Teapot.
But I want it to be about, and this is me testing your randomization of your brain. I want it to be about WildStar. So I'm a Little Teapot about WildStar, just reworded some things, and while you do that, I will pick a question.
So on that note, I'm going to turn around and say, oh, this is hard. I'm a WildStar convert. Short and not particularly stout because I play a spellslinger anyway. Here's my path preference. Hear me out. I play an explorer running about. I get lost and work it out.
That almost went Twinkle Twinkle Little Star. And there, my friends, is part of the QuickByte.
What do I think about 40-man raids? I think... And I lose my chair. There we go. 40-man raids are absolutely fan-flipping-tastic. I miss them. I'm glad to have them back.
There is a reason why there are people in the WildStar community doing what they're doing. But let me finish the full question, and then I'm going to sit back and let Martin... Miz, I'm going to lift you. You don't need a soapbox. My shoulders...
I've got a pseudo box.
Yeah. That just sounds so wrong. You have my shoulders. Stand on my shoulders, and then I'll stand on the soapbox with you, because this is something that you and I are huge and strong supporters of. For those of you who are unaware, check out... I know, it's something that he and I very much agree on, but Tuesdays, Campfire, Guild Communities, there's a reason why we do it. But the question that comes in from Star Conico: do you feel that the WildStar community will stay nice overall? Do you feel there's a possibility of corruption? Will the current community be able to deal with that in a proper way? Or do you think that the community could become like how I've heard the LOL community is, mostly overall corrupted? Now, here is where I sit back and I just say, Mizpah, you have the floor.
Do I have to be polite as we're in the post-show?
No, you do not need to be polite about this. This is a topic. See, this is the thing. People move so almost like they're walking on eggshells when you start talking about the strength of communities and the attitudes of people. We don't do that on MMOBuff. We take strong stands, and this is one of those things where I'm going to say, take the gloves off. Just take them off.
So, the gloves and the glasses come off for this one. What makes a community? And the answer is actually the community itself. The people that get to decide what happens with this game, whether the environment is toxic, whether the environment is welcoming, and frankly, who get to play a major role in the long-term success of the game is yourselves. No one else. When a new player enters this game, the experience they have will be shaped by several things. Let's break it down, be really honest about it. Their state of mind, their enjoyment of the play experience. Developers can affect one, they can't affect the other. The people they're surrounded by and the interactions they have. And the only people that can dictate that are going to be you yourselves, the people playing the game. If you are, as a group, welcoming, conversational, inclusive, it will make the game stronger. It will make the community stronger. There will be a positive feedback loop going round and round and round. If that becomes the norm, and someone decides to be Troll McTroll, they'll be kicked into touch, shoved back under their bridge, and they won't get to do anything. If, however, as a community you take the view that it's easier, quicker, more fun to go, you're a noob, go away, you'll end up like the LoL, the Dota, the other MOBA communities. Now, there's other reasons why many MOBAs have negative communities. Some are better and worse than others. Some of those are to do with gameplay mechanics. Some of those are due to the fact that someone's poor performance drags the team down in a significant way with those particular ones. Roll on Blizz's Heroes MOBA, because they've changed some stuff there. I think it's going to be great for MOBA communities. But
Heroes
that's
of the Storm
for another show. Who decides? You do. It could be toxic, it could not be. I will say, for this stage of a beta, this community is one of the strongest I've ever seen in any game, and I've seen a few. The developers support and interact. People are positive. It can, and it should, and I'm going to put my neck on the line and say that it will stay that way. But that is down to you, to us, to the devs. It has the potential to be an awesome, welcoming, long-term community. You know what? If we do that, if we manage to pull that off, this game will still be here in 5 years' time and going strong. If we don't do that, 5 years down the line, the game will possibly close. And actually, The developers have a say in that, and the game, the platform they build has to be awesome, but the community has the biggest say of all. That's my view.
Here's your soapbox. Is
Should
it my
it
turn to
be
soapbox?
toxic? No, but that's down to you.
Is it my soapbox turn?
Go for it.
Okay. One of the most interesting things about WildStar is the fact that you literally are being forced to relearn how to play. It's no longer, like we said, push button, get bacon. It is a challenge. You need to take responsibility for yourself. You need to take responsibility for the choices and the actions you make. If you go into an adventure and you're making your choose your own adventure, you need to take responsibility for the fact that you made a choice that changes subtly how that adventure is going to play out. That's wonderful. Now stop for a second and think about how the community is impacted by you. There are too many people in a lot of communities that put so much focus on themselves. It's me, 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 me. It's almost this entitlement kind of a culture. Some cultures foster that kind of mentality, and some games actually foster that kind of style of play in their design philosophies. WildStar, Carbine doesn't. They put a huge focus on, hey, if you want a 40-man raid, that's great, but you can't just carry 17 people with you like you used to in vanilla WoW. If you have one person,
you'll die.
If you have one person standing in the wrong part of a telegraph, you could be screwed. Now, I haven't done raids. We can't talk about raids, but that's how it feels in a dungeon when I am just with 4 other people. I feel a sense of responsibility. And if you watch the stream, you'll hear me say something like, oh, sorry, I screwed that up. Oh, I'm not doing my optimum. Oh, I shouldn't have done that. I am taking responsibility for the choices that I have made as a player and how my choices are going to impact the people who are playing in the MMO with me. Now, remove the game, remove the pixels, and put all that focus on the community. Put all that focus on what is going on inside a community to make it strong. People need to take responsibility for their own actions, and people need to be willing to support each other. Don't feed trolls. Trolls are going to happen. You can't stop them. It's a natural part of anonymity in the world. And honestly, that's fine. For some people, it is their outlet. For some people, it is how they regain confidence in themselves. For other people, it's for the lulz. You know, I'm not here to judge why someone does that. What I will state, though, is put your passion into taking responsibility for yourself. Bring a smile to the person you're playing with. Don't just group up and then run away. Group up, say, hey, how are you doing? Laugh, joke, smile, and then thank the people who grouped with you. You put that tiny little bit of effort in, and it will change the community forever. It's just like when you're driving. If you're driving and someone wants to cut in front of you and they turn their turn signal on and you slow down and you let them get in front of you, if they do not acknowledge that you actually worked and did something for them, it could piss you off. It could cause a road rage on an exceptional level. But if someone acknowledges you, or even if they cut you off and go, oh, geez, sorry, and they put their hand up, and it's just an acknowledgement that I take responsibility, I did something either brilliant, horrible, or I'm thanking you for something you've done. Taking individual responsibility changes everything. So take responsibility for yourself, be supportive in the community, and latch on to those who are just like that. Build the community together. Know people's names, know people's screen names. Go out and find out who they are. Be interested. As they said in the adventure video, care.
Yeah, simple. Not hard.
No. And mistakes will happen, but as long as you own up to them, cool. Just sing the little teapot song and you're fine. And that's...
You best explain that reference.
Yeah, I need to explain that reference. That's actually within the guild that we're a part of. There was a history of if you accidentally stood in the fire and wiped the raid, you had to sing I'm a Little Teapot over TeamSpeak or Vent or whatever.
It's a very, very compelling way of stopping people from making mistakes. Trust me. Much better than shouting.
So that's soapboxing. Hey everyone, Pseudo here. Thanks for watching the quick bite of episode 14, Beta Blaster 26. If you enjoyed watching, please click like, share it with others. If you have any questions you want us to tackle, leave us the comments below. If you agree with what we have made statements about keeping communities strong, also let us know below as well. Not only do I like to read all the comments that you guys leave me, but as always, I enjoy engaging in discourse with our viewers. Remember to subscribe, everyone. Toodle pip.